Hi, I'm Kate Satten of the increasingly infamous KateSatten.com here on Friday, October 28th, 2016, to bring you a Little Levity. Yes, I've decided that's the name of my new YouTube show. Doesn't have a schedule. Never know when there's going to be an episode, but I'm here to help you with this feeling of not knowing what's really coming, with the big feeling of change that's in the air. It's so uncomfortable. Have you noticed? Especially this weekend, the astrology, and I'm not an astrologer, but I'm sure if you tuned into any astrologers around, you would know that there's a dark moon today, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, that's preceding the new moon. The election's in 11 days. And there is just so much in the air that's saying, we've got to make this change. Whatever the change is for you, you know it. Whether you know it consciously or not, you know what the change is for you. And if I were going to tell you that America's number one biggest fear is neither change nor public speaking, would you be able to guess what it is? No, not a Trump presidency. No, not even a Clinton presidency. No, America's greatest fear is change, right? We like to know what's going on. We like to know what's coming. We like to know what we're working with. We like to know what's expected of us. And that's not really possible right now in so many ways for so many of us. So for today's levity, I'm going to bring you some EFT. We're going to do a couple sweeps of EFT. Just in case anyone doesn't know, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, also known as tapping. It's a series of tapping. You use two fingers. Most people use these two. I tend to use these two, and tap on different points of your upper body on these acupuncture points. They're Chinese acupuncture points that correspond with the meridians in your body that carry flow. What EFT does, and you can do it on either side, is it releases blocked energy that you have that's literally blocking the flow of light and love and possibility moving through you. So EFT can do one of two things. It can do two things. It can relieve you of difficult emotional energy, difficult emotions. It relieves that. It actually takes the stimulus to which the emotional reaction is connected, and it loosens that reaction until it no longer gets triggered by the same stimulus. And what it also can do is ground positive feelings, positive patterns into your system. So we're going to do a little bit of both around this feeling, this topic of change, because the world's changing, the country's changing, and we all have something that we're needing to change inside of ourselves, something we're needing to let go, something we're needing to bring in. So we start by tapping on this fleshy part of one hand. It doesn't matter which hand you use, with all four fingers. And you just tap when I do, do what I do, and repeat after me. So we start by saying, there's a lot of change in the world, and I'm uncomfortable with it. I find that I'm resisting it sometimes. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So starting at the top of your head, this change, I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm resistant to it. I don't like how it makes me feel. I have all kinds of emotions coming up. Grief, anxiety, righteousness, anger, even apathy. And I don't like it. All this change. You're tapping under your arm. Can you see me? Right where your bra line would be. All right, now I want you to take all that loosened energy and pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it down out of your solar plexus. Pull it out of your belly, out of your hip sockets, out of your knees, legs, out of your ankles, feet and toes. And as you feel your energy go down into the earth, I want you to imagine bringing sunlight down, drenching through every cell in your brain, into your sinuses, in your jaw, down the back of your neck, through the front, through your shoulders, down your arms. Drenching sunlight, filling every cell of your being, your bones, your blood, your muscles, your connective tissue, your organs, filling your chest, filling your solar plexus, filling your whole pelvic bowl, your belly, your hips, your sexuality, your thighs, your knees, filling, drenched in sunlight. You can't really see me, but I'm wiggling as I feel this sunlight coming in. It feels so warm, it feels so good. Use your imagination. You have a great imagination, and you can do this. Down through your feet, down into the earth. Nice. And then I want you to feel the earth's nutrients bubbling up into the bottoms of your feet, bubbling up through your ankles, bubbling up through your legs, knees, thighs, bubbling up through your hips, bubbling into your pelvis, bubbling through your sexuality, bubbling through your rear end, bubbling through your solar plexus, up through your chest, up into your shoulders, your thymus, which lives right here. It's where your sense of well-being lives, into your arms and hands and wrists and fingers, up through your neck, your head, and out. So you've got the light of the sun, of source energy, of God, whatever works best for you, coming through you all the way down, and the nutrients of the earth coming up through you also. You are funded and you are connected to your true sources. I want you to cut all cords to anything that might be draining you, anything or anyone. You just imagine. You can use karate chops. You can use the image of a knife or an axe. You can even use the image of a lightsaber. All right, now we're ready to bring in the new patterns that we want to replace. We want to put into the empty places we just cleared. So, tap with me. I'm ready for this. Repeat after me. I'm ready for this. I know that I'm capable of making the changes that are here for me to make. I'm excited about it even. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So starting at the top of your head. I'm ready for this. I can do the things that are being required of me to do. I'm actually excited about all the changes in my life. I got this. And I know I have a lot of support, both visible and invisible. I can take on what's required of me. I know that we're all in this together. And I'm excited to move forward from here. Take a deep breath in. Notice how you feel. Notice if you're tingling. Notice if you feel a little calmer. Notice if you feel a little better. Notice if you feel a little more inspired. And if you have not yet signed up for my newsletter, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos, and we'll be announcing it in every edition of my newsletter. It's not really a newsletter. I call it an inspirational letter, because I think we have quite enough news, and it will be mostly bringing with it inspirations for you in the form of videos like this or other things that I find along the way. If you've not yet subscribed, just click the link below in the description of this video, and we'll get you subscribed. I wish you a marvelous weekend filled with peace, filled with love, and filled with inspiration. Till next time.